Sorry, we were experiencing some technical difficulties, but Sean Krukeberg was rung up on strike 3 looking. And then Keegan Holstrom, the pitcher and the leadoff hitter for the Greyhounds, just lined out to the left fielder, Kelling. Pretty good contact. Now there's one down for Jackson Ware.
Yeah, like you said, good contact. And something rare you're going to see between these two teams is Holstrom and Garula. Both pitchers are both leading off the inning, or leading off the lineup for both of these squads. Just very versatile players. When you can hit like them, get on base, obviously pitch as well as they can, and they both have some speed as well.
I'd say Brendan Garula's pitching stats are decent. 61.1 innings pitched, 99 strikeouts, and 0.69 ERA. But that's going to be down the line and fair from Ware, and he'll head into second with a double. Right past Rutherford, perfect placement, and Jackson Ware, the first baseman and the star hitter for the Greyhounds, will stand on second with one out.
Yeah, right down the line. It looked like a 50-50 whether it was going to be fair or foul. It almost hit the base, but just grazed over it and bounced all the way to the corner of the outfield. And for Garula, he had a very dominant performance against Moeller. He didn't pitch out of the stretch a whole lot, so that's going to be something he has to adjust to here today. Now with one on, one out.
Yeah, Ware hits for a lot of power, leads the team in home runs and RBIs. Second in stolen bases, so he's really kind of a power speed threat for the Greyhounds. Now it's going to be Dennis Rittlinger-Neurider, the center fielder, the lefty. So lefty on lefty matchup here, advantage for Garula. It's 0-1 count, and pitch will be outside for ball one. Neurider comes in hitting .360, 447 OBP, 15 RBIs to go along with 5 stolen bases. And both of these pitchers like to use their off-speed stuff a lot.
Yeah, Rittlinger-Neurider's a kind of guy who what he does a lot depends on the situation he's in. He does have some power. Has yet to get a home run on the year, but he has 15 RBI. He's kind of new to this three-hole spot. A middle-of-the-lineup guy usually, and it's rare to see someone get moved up this late in a lineup like that, especially when he's a lefty going against a lefty pitcher.
Yeah, but he's been hitting the ball pretty well as of late. He's going to see a lot of off-speed stuff from both pitchers. Both of them throw their fastball in the low 80s, rely on the slider and their changeup. And the Rider's barely going to get to that fastball down the middle. That's at 85 from Garula. I noticed foul it off. So now Garula heading to count 1-2. With Ware standing over on second.
Garula is a very efficient pitcher. We talk about that perfect game he had in the first round against Western Brown. Did that in 78 pitches.
And that's going to be lined. That's going to get down to the gap for Neurider. Ware's going to score easily, and Neurider will stop at second. So a double into the left field gap from Rittlinger-Neurider there, proving while he's hitting in the 3 spot.
Lefty on lefty doesn't matter for Neurider. And those are 2 hits that get all the way in the gap. And obviously you're playing in a minor league park. There's going to be deeper dimensions than the high school ones they've been playing on up to this point. So it's a bigger outfield. It's going to be more room to work with for guys like Kelling in left field.
Yeah, just good placement on both of the hits there. Now here's Zach Sigmund, the third baseman, the cleanup hitter. .330, he's got an average. He's got a home run, 11 stolen bases. So another power speed guy for the Greyhounds. Still only 1 out in the inning. And that's going to be strike 1. Now the count even at 1-1. And Holstrom, Ware, and Neurider all hit Garula pretty hard because Holstrom's out was kind of a shot at left field, right at the left fielder, Kelling.
Well, that's one of the things about Garula. He's not a very high-velocity pitcher.
And now Sigmund will bunt and get on first. Neurider's going to stay at second there as he bunted to the left side, but he appears to be hurt. Maybe he tripped over the base, so let's hope he's okay there. Zach Sigmund using his speed.
Yeah, Hanley saw the bunt and came in from first base. It ended up going down the third base side. Garula was able to pick it up, but it took Hanley a while to get back to the base. Second baseman left and didn't get over in time. Hanley thought he could handle it, but did not get there in time.
Yes, the trainer coming out to look at Sigmund. Maybe they'll put in kind of a courtesy runner for him here. And Sigmund still allowed to re-enter the game. Allowed to have one re-entry per player in high school. Still trying to run it off a little bit over in right field.
Especially in these kind of moments, if you're Sigmund right now, he does not want to come out of this game. Only the first inning. He's been working hard for a moment like this, a game like this. And if you're Garula now, you just got to go back to your stuff. We talked about him not being a very high-velocity pitcher, relies on his breaking ball, and it's the fastball that these Greyhounds have been hitting pretty well so far in the first. But that'll go down as a bunt single for Sigmund. No movement from the rider.
Yeah, Garula, if he can throw in the mid to upper 80s, will help a lot. But on the pitches that the Greyhounds have hit, it's been kind of his 80, 81 mile per hour fastballs. And another bunt, and that's going to be another single from Braxton Bryant, the right fielder. He just laid one down in perfect position again. So some blasts we saw, now some bloops.
Everything's going right for the Greyhounds right now. When you can put down two perfectly placed bunts in a row like they just did there, Garula couldn't quite get to it. Infielders on the left side didn't charge in for the Comets. And now Garula all of a sudden is a really tough position, already down 1-0.
Yeah, there's bases loaded. The rider on third, Sigmund on second, Bryant on first. Here's Ty Clifton in the sixth-hole spot, the DH. And he'll take ball one high. Another fastball from Garula, this one out of the zone. Clifton's got 16 RBIs on the year, 282 hitter, and a prime spot to up that number. Whoa, and he'll foul that one back right over our head, Ben. And we got the window open in the press box. That was a little scary for a second.
I might have to make a play sometime during this game, but
I don't know if you'd be capable.
I
don't know if our director, Adam Little, will be capable either. It would probably be me. You guys probably be hiding. Now another pitch from Garula. It's going to be a check swing from Clifton, but we'll say he did not go, so we'll be 2-1. Clifton ahead of the count here. No room to work with here for Garula with ducks on the pond.
Well, we saw this in the first game earlier today. These pitchers coming into a big ballpark like this, there's a lot of nerves, and we saw both teams earlier today.
Oh, ground ball to shortstop. Sulik to second. Then to first. A 6-4-3 double play. Sulik to left into Hanley to end the inning. That's exactly what the doctor ordered, Ben. Comets lucky to only give up one